Hello everyone, this is FIDE Master Niranjan Navalgund for Chess Gyaan, and today I am going to cover the topic double check. So what exactly is double check and why is it deadly? I have two quotes to give you the context. So discovered check is the dive bomber of the chessboard according to Rubinstein. Now discovered check and double check, they are almost the same because you will see the patterns in common. And I like this quote by Aaron Nimzowitsch, which says that even the laziest king flees wildly in the face of a double check. Let's go and understand why these quotes are so famous and what are they talking about. In this position, you can see in chess, you can answer the check in some ways. I'll just show you how. Now there is this black king on e7. If you give a check with bishop b4, black can answer the check by interposing something in between, or let's say even pawn to d6, or by capturing the checking piece, or by just going away from the check, running away from the check. So there are three ways. But in face of a double check, you cannot do the capturing and you cannot do interposing. You have to run with the king. That is why they say that even the laziest king has to run. So in this position, if it's white to move and if white plays knight f5 check, the king cannot capture the rook, or there's no way to capture the rook, or you cannot really do anything about this. So the king has to move, and that is the scene of double check. That's the basic premise. Let's go and understand the specifics of this position. I have this game. White has just played knight f7. You will see the relevant position soon. I'm starting from here because it's very pretty. Black played castles. This is a game between Alexander Hoffman and Alexander Petrov, and is giving away the queen. Why? You will find out. After knight takes d8, there is bishop f2 check. After king h3, there is discovered check with d6. You can see the king is in a check. And after e6, black plays knight f4 check, king g4, knight takes e6, knight takes e6, bishop takes e6. Then king moves to g5, rook f5, king g4, and now you will see the theme, the double check in the picture. After h5 check, king h3, can you find the double checkmate in this position? It's not just a check, it's a double checkmate. And here you go, it's rook f3. The bishop is checking the king, the rook is checking the king, and the king has nowhere to go, and that's double checkmate. Another position, this is from the game between Lasker and Ignaz von Popiel. It's from 1889. White has just played bishop c3 to attack the rook, and now just flipping the board for you to figure out what you would do as black. Analyze all the checks, captures, threats, and pawn breaks. And great job if you have found out queen takes h3. So this double check combinations require some imagination. You can't really rely heavily on tips. You have to figure out the patterns on the board. And for that to happen, you must solve more exercises on these themes so that when that position arrives on the chessboard, you can immediately grasp and make the best move. And after queen takes h3, of course, if white takes bishop takes h3, there is this double check. Rook is checking, knight is checking, and after king h1, rook h2 is a mate because the bishop is keeping an eye on the g1 square. So after king g1 also, there is a checkmate in two moves, and it's again a double checkmate. A pretty combination with queen h1 check, and after bishop h1, there is knight h3 checkmate. One last position before we wind up. This is the position black has played knight c6, and now it is white to move. The pawn on f7 is a very powerful force, and that is the reason I think white will win. It's checkmate in three moves. Great job if you have found queen e8 check, which is the winning move. After rook takes e8, f takes e8 check, bishop takes e8, you see the double checkmate with the bishop and rook. And that is the reason it's very powerful. That's all from my side today. I hope you liked the video. I'll be back with another one shortly. Until then, take care. Bye bye.